Well, we keep hearing times are tough and they're going to get tougher. And most of us realise this as the price of everything just increases, but there's extra stress, especially in Struggle Street. The single biggest reason why times are tough and getting tougher is the cost of energy, fuel for vehicles, electricity for our homes, our businesses, and political types tell us it's because of COVID or climate. It's all a distraction. It's a cop-out. You know, we've been hoodwinked by incompetence in the political class. Decisions made by politicians have driven the price rises. That's simple as that. Also, why is it they can't staff our hospitals, hotels and nursing homes with enough trained personnel to meet our various needs? Where are all the workers? The government froze migration because of COVID for just too long. And now we need a workforce. Very few want to come to Australia. The immigration system, well, it's now stalled, stagnant, it's rank. It used to be a nation-building process which facilitated skilled workers into our country. And we were, until recent years, a nation which settled talented younger people, recognised their ambitions for families to join them, and handpicked the best refugees needing our protection. We were regarded internationally as one of the best at this. Now we've become used to saying no. The world, well, it's talking about us. Equally, we used to be able to build, fabricate, manufacture everything we needed from the massive resources we have. We used to have the cheapest electricity in the world, reliable baseload power generated by coal and a bit of hydro. And we chose not to use our massive nuclear resources, but send plenty of uranium to other countries to use. Our national destiny was once in the hands of national leaders with ambitious goals for our nation. We went for growth. We flourished. We were the envy of the world. But how quickly it has changed. The ambitious for our nation, once attracted to public life, well, they've been replaced by too many who seem lazy and benign at best. We're being led by people who see their role as managing our decline, not nurturing our possibilities. And now the political class wants more politicians. There's, 226 senators and members in Canberra, with a number of exceptions. You know, you'll have your list. I've certainly got mine. But generally speaking, too many are hardly the best and brightest we've ever seen in public life. And after each federal election, a review of the process is undertaken by a thing called the Joint Standing Committee on Electoral Matters. And this committee is actually considering now, wait for it, expanding the size of the federal parliament. It's all because MPs, well, you see, they have more constituents than they used to have. And the job of being a member of parliament, well, it's all got a little bit too hard. And to paraphrase that insightful TV show, Yes Minister, it seems that being an MP is a great job if you don't actually have to deal with people. But most MPs surely must realise the honour, the privilege of being elected by their community to represent them. In 120 years since Federation, fewer than 1,500 people have actually had that honour to be elected to our national parliament. The average stay, well, it's a little over 5 years. And right now, we need fewer MPs, not more. The idea of making them work harder, well, it makes sense to me. After all, we're all expected to do more with no extra resources, so why shouldn't our politicians? Some suggest counting the thousands, and there is thousands, of federal, state and local politicians who actually have, Australia is in fact the most overrepresented people in the entire universe. Governments talk about efficiency dividends and they claim to be finding ways to do more with fewer resources. But we suffer any cutbacks, not the bureaucracy. We still have to make ends meet despite government's decisions to increase our costs of living by the pursuit of their renewable energy boondoggles and, of course, their bigger bureaucracies to keep check on all of us. High electricity prices, more paperwork, more taxes, more restrictions, they're all signs of a political elite which has forgotten about we, the people. We certainly don't need more of them. Rather, a reduction of between 10 to 15%, about 30 fewer federal politicians, would create an efficiency dividend favouring taxpayers.